Hello,
Hi, I'm Dan. Nice to meet you.
I'm Anna.
So before we start, can you just tell me a little bit about yourself? Where you're from, your family, what you like to do, just so I can get to know you better.
Sure. I'm from North Jersey. I live there with my mom and my brother. My parents are divorced. My dad has, his remarried family. I don't see them too much, but they're still kind of in my life. Um, yeah. I
Do you have any pets? What do you like to do?
Oh yeah. I like to play tennis. I played tennis my whole life. I started really, really young, but and I played throughout high school. I was on the varsity team. Um, I didn't really continue it with college though. I came in kind of scared of what the academics would bring. But I'm so far into the semester, it's not so bad. So I'm considering joining the tennis team. Um, yeah, I have three puppies at home who I love very much. I miss them so much. So when I do like pet therapy days on campus, they're my favorite.
Nice. All right. So thank you for telling me all that about yourself. I hope that you'll learn about me as we continue in our sessions. But right now, I want to focus on what brought you in today.
Um, I've just been experiencing some kind of loneliness. Um, like I said, I came into the semester nervous, but kind of um, with a positive attitude, hoping to make the best of it. But I found that um, I'm still kind of where I was when I came here. I don't really have a friend group, and I just kind of feel alone. I spend all my days mostly alone, so it's not great.
Okay.
I'm just experiencing some trouble.
Okay. I'm sorry to hear that. So if I hear you correctly, you came to this big school, and you're feeling lonely. You're having trouble making friends, finding people similar to you.
Yeah, I thought it would be easy since it was such a big school, but not really.
Okay. What about your roommate? Have you had any connection with her?
My roommate parties a lot, and the only time we really talk is when she comes back and is drunk. And that's not really a relationship that I really want to foster. So
Okay. You yourself don't go out?
no.
Okay.
I was never really a partier when I was in high school. I don't really feel the need to continue it in college. So.
Okay. What do you do? What do you like to do? Like, do you have any specific social outlets on campus, or?
Not really. This semester's kind of been dedicated to my academics since I'm a freshman, and I wanted to do well my first semester. I kind of just go through my day doing work.
Okay. So, ideally, what would you want your college experience to look like? To rephrase, maybe in another way, what do you want from your life right now that you don't have?
I think when I came to school, I kind of imagined it being a lot different in the sense that I would have a lot more friends, and I knew coming to school that no college experiences are exactly the same, so I wasn't really expecting much, but I was expecting more than this. And I have an incredible friend group back home, and they all go to different schools. One of them goes to William and Mary, one of them goes to NYU, and one of them goes to University of Maine. And so I just kind of feel very we're all out of the picture from each other's lives, and it's been tough staying in touch. They're all really, really involved on their campuses, and so I kind of just feel like, we're not a priority in each other's lives anymore. And that's disappointing because we went from being so close at home. So I guess I'm just looking for the same kind of thing on campus, but I really just haven't found it yet.
Okay. So if I hear you correctly, you're thinking a lot about the group of friends that you used to have, correct? Something that I want us to work on in these sessions is no longer living in the past and focusing on those choices, but living in the present and focusing on where we are now. So you had a great group of friends. That's fantastic. I'm so happy you had that experience. and I hope that you can continue to foster a relationship in the present. That's something that we can also work on. But as of this moment, you're not with those people, unfortunately. But that doesn't mean that your life experience doesn't have to be any different. We can focus on choices in the now to bring you the same happiness that you had with that group of friends. So, if you don't mind me asking, what would you have in your life if you chose to change your current college experience?
And like, while I'm not really looking for like replacements of the people back home, I really do want people similar to that and people who have similar mindsets as me. Um, and like I said, like since it was such a big university, I assumed that I would find a sense of community here, but I really haven't gotten that. And so like I guess that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a home here, and I haven't really found that.
Okay. Do you know what specific changes you could make to bring that home? I know you mentioned that you liked tennis. Do you think you can incorporate that into finding a home atmosphere here?
Yeah, I've been so on the fence about tennis, but the more I think about it, and the more I think about the great like team I had back home in high school and the great friendships we had and sense of community there, I kind of would love to incorporate that here. I don't know, getting out of my comfort zone is not something I love to do, but I think that joining the team, or at least trying out for the team, would be a really great chance to kind of build new friendships that I wouldn't normally have.
Okay. So let's do a little exercise now. I want you to take me through a typical day of yours, a typical school day, and tell me what you normally do. And if you see anything while you're describing it that you could change, point that out, and maybe we can focus on tangible things that we can change in your life to bring you happiness.
Okay. I usually don't go to breakfast in the mornings, although I know I should. Yeah, I just kind of, it's another meal that I would have to eat alone, so I don't really leave the dorm for that. I guess I could invite one of my floor mates or even my roommate to try and establish more of a relationship with her. I have 2 classes in the morning before lunch, and I kind of just stay quiet in them. I feel like everybody there already has a sense of like, I don't know, mutual understanding, or like, they're all like kind of established in their friend groups there, and I just feel like the odd man out. So I guess then I could speak up more and maybe even start by answering questions in class, like to feel more comfortable. Lunch I usually eat alone, so I guess I could invite someone from the classes that I have in the morning. My afternoon classes are my tougher classes, and again, I'm usually pretty quiet in them. After class and before dinner, I usually study in the library by myself. Dinner's usually eaten alone. I study more after dinner. It's just kind of the same routine every day since I don't do much on campus. But I guess I could try and maybe, for some of my more difficult classes, I could maybe talk to some of my classmates and have a study group or something and create like a sense of like mutual need, like reliance on one another.
Okay. Like a healthy relationship, healthy reliance.
Yeah.
Okay. It sounds great. That you were able to see all the choices that you are able to make in your life, and I hope that that exercise and this session and all the other sessions that we will have will show you that you do have the power to change your everyday life. You kept saying how you could make the decision to do this, do that, like simple everyday changes, but they make a big difference, because if you kept saying that every day is like that, if every day is like the day that you described that it could be, you're going to have that quality life, those things that we all want, and that can only be acquired through choices. So I'm happy that you're able to see the power of choice. So in future sessions, like I said, we're going to focus on the power of you and how you have the ability to shape your way of thinking, your everyday life, your everyday decisions, and then hopefully, that'll bring you, the life that you've always wanted. and I want you to see that you have the power within you to accomplish that. Does that sound good?
Yeah. So next week.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you so much.
No problem.